Who? Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up, world? It's your boy C's from theCeesoflife.com. Welcome back to the people's favorite channel on the internet. We are back with another episode, another live episode of Ape Radio. Still not sure what I want to quite do with this yet. We're just going to see, man. This is just a little platform that I'm creating for fellow apes out there who are retail investors, who are looking to build generational wealth, get healthy, all that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is for you guys to just pull up, have a conversation, take some lessons, take some notes with you, make the world a better place. You know the vibes. A lot of things came across my desk this morning, and when I say desk, I just mean like either Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, things that the homies send me in the group chat. And I'm like, yo, why don't I just comment on them, right? Why don't I just comment on them? So we're going to be talking about Aron's tweets this morning. He had some interesting comments, and I joined a space call yesterday. No, actually, either yesterday or this morning, because there was two calls. There was a call yesterday and this morning. And one of the calls were asking Aron to do what he is basically doing in this tweet. So let's pull it up real quick. This is Aron, three tweets, right? One of three. Biggest inflation in 40 years. So in 2023, companies will grant large percent salaries raises, but I do not want more when our shareholders are hurting. So I recommended to the AMC board to red circle and freeze both my target cash and target stock pay for 2023. No increase. So I'm going to pull that tweet up because there's another one that he mentioned also, and I just want to record it, on this live stream so that we can have this as a reference, for the documentary purposes. All right, let me pull this up real quick. All right, so this is the one of three. This is the one I just read. This is one of three. Let me listen to some tunes in the back. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, and this one, 2 of 3. Despite high inflation, I also asked our most senior officers, 15 to 20 executives, to forego an increase to their cash salaries for 2023. When CEOs ask, exec to their credit usually agree. I sincerely thank them for that. AMC has a very dedicated management team. Now, management have been getting some heat, right? Management has been getting some heat, so this is a big move for them. Good PR doesn't hurt, especially when you got to deal with all this FUD out here. Good PR. Because people were saying these execs is getting paid and we're saving the money, and then walking away with millions of dollars, based on either selling the stock or just the increases for our money to keep this company afloat. So this is a great PR move. And at that point, the execs could not have said no. After all we put up with, So good move on them. Let's go to the third one. No increase for those at the top is the right thing to do. I have fans and bashers on Twitter, those who agree or disagree with my decisions. But know this, my motives are pure. I try as best I know how to lead AMC through the painful aftermath of this horrid pandemic. Like, there you go, man. That is Aron speaking this morning on Twitter. And to keep it quite honest with you guys, man, like this is what leadership is. And I see a lot of people come up on board. They are investors, so they have the right to their own opinion. But if you don't know how to drive a ship, you've never known how to drive or sail or whatever, leave it to the professionals. Like Aron has proven that he has been a successful CEO everywhere that he went. He has steered countless of ships through storms, through adversities, through damages, and got them to their destination. We are passengers on this ship, and we bought tickets, which is in turn the stock, right? And we leave it to the captain of the ship, which is the CEO, to go ahead and do everything that he is, that he needs to do to get there. So Aron is that captain. So if you don't like it, you can sell your seat. You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice, but this man is the captain of this AMC ship. And you're not a sailor. You're not a captain. You can't go up to the you can't go up to the captain's chair and like take over the controls. Like yes, you can be one of the advisors and be like, yo, man, I see a glacier out there, an iceberg out there. We need to change course, but you cannot take control, man. And I see a lot of people trying to take control. They want to protest. They want to vote this man out. It's like, it's unreasonable at this point. So hold your head, man. We are almost there. Now the captain, based on everything he's seen, because he sees more than we do. He sits high up on, he has radar, he has night vision, he has all of that. So he sees everything before we do. He sees the icebergs, he sees the glaciers, and it's his job to keep us calm, right? He's like, yo, I've been through this before, maybe not this big a glacier, but these, based on the other, storms I've been through, this is how we handled it. So let's move forward, man. This guy is playing, and there's both sides. I get it. That's why it's best to come up on here, have a conversation, and like level-headed. There's a lot of just talking, and it's just bringing it back. That's why he's trying to do the reverse split. There's a lot of, synthetics out there. He's trying to drain the swamp, as dear leader Trump once said, try to drain the swamp, and he has to, man. There's like, we have no idea how many synthetics are out there. And when this conversion happens, it's literally going to be, once the conversion happens, it's literally going to be just shrinking the float, but the value goes up. Like, people think that there is value in the individual shares. Yes, that's true based upon this point. But by bringing them together, they become more valuable. It's like a gold bar, right? It's like taking gold and just, breaking it up into bars where you could just like actually have more weight to them as just like a sheet, trying to like consolidate it so that it is more valuable, right? So there was this gentleman that I came across. Let me make sure I got his name correctly. Ryan Hodges. He had a great video about this ape conversion and reverse split. He actually did the math, and Let me see if I could pull him up, and then we can have him talk it up. See if anybody pulls up. Okay.
A vote and it not be both of them, but because otherwise, if that was the case, it's gonna take that number down way low to a point where we're so much closer to being delisted, and it's just gonna be ridiculous. So let's get to the second part of it. Is after the conversion is the reverse split. Now, if you were to take like the numbers for today, and let me look real quick because I forgot to have this number ready in my head. But if we look at what APE is at today, 1730, 1.73, and AMC closed at 4.4. You're probably already done with the math before I am. That's $6.13. All right, so we're going to keep that number in our head. $6.13 would be what the share price would be at the immediate thing, because all of the APE shares are going to be merged with the AMC shares. The numbers get added together. Okay, next up is the reverse split. Now all of a sudden you take that 1.5 billion and you divide it by 10, and that gets us to 150 million shares that are out there, right? Now, not all of those APE shares have been used. There's a portion of them that are in existence, but not in the market yet because AMC has not sold them into the market. They were trying to. That's what the point of it was to sell into the market and make some money off of it. But by transferring them to AMC shares or converting them to AMC shares, having the reverse split, and you take that $6.13, that number we just found out, and you times that by 10 after the reverse split, now you're at $61.30 per share. Your numbers are looking a lot more attractive. And it's going to look a lot more attractive to sell those shares, the remaining shares, to sell those into the market at that number and essentially wipe the debt out of AMC. Guys, I've said it in a past video that you can't do technical analysis on AMC because of how manipulated it is, but I've never once said that fundamentals don't matter. And the squeeze play got created because they thought the fundamentals of the company weren't going to be able to withstand COVID wiping it out. Well, APE saved it, so that didn't happen. Fundamentals are continuing to get better and better and better. There's new revenue streams that are going to be coming out next year. And if the share price is 10 times what it is today, and it's at around $60 a share, and then all of a sudden the company doesn't have debt and it starts turning profits, and then the earnings reports comes out, and we have these massive earnings reports, and then popcorn's on shelves, and the credit cards are out there. There's so many things that are just going to continue to make this company look really good and fundamentals to be just sound and ready to go, that the short thesis is completely killed. And that right there is what's going to cause Moass to happen if it doesn't happen sooner than that. There's nothing that says that it still can't happen before this vote, right? I think there's still a lot of things that could happen in the next week that make it happen, and then hey, we might not have to deal with this, and none of you guys are going to care, right? If Moass happens next week, and then Aron says, hey, we want to have this vote, I think everybody should vote yes, right? We got our Moass, everything's done. There's no worries about it. We just move on. But I think that for me at this point, I'm gonna vote yes on the vote that's coming up, because I think it is going to be what's best, not just for the company but for shareholders. It helps with a lot of things. With a smaller float, the float's going to be cut less than half of what it currently is, and that's after the APE shares get converted to AMC shares. It's still half the amount of the current just AMC float. Guys, it's going to be easier to lock the float that we already have locked. And you got to think about all the synthetic shares that are out there, right? Like, if you believe that there are 10 billion synthetic shares out there, which I think it's probably more than that or very close to that, guys, that number, yeah, it shrunk by some, but it's still a lot more shares that are out there than should be. It's not gonna kill the squeeze. If anything, I think it's gonna make it happen more. And like I said before, we control what we sell at. We control that dollar. And if it's about right, like I said, right now, $100,000 a share is the same thing as $1,000,000 a share after the reverse split when it comes to how much money it's going to cost them to pay us what we need or what we deserve and what we're looking to get out of it. Guys, I don't think you have anything to worry about with this. There's a lot of people out there that are talking about how bad it is and this and that, but they don't take into account what it's going to do for AMC and how it's going to allow AMC to pay off its debt with some of the shares that they're going to be able to sell, and it's not going to hurt your bottom line. Guys, if AMC's fundamentals look fantastic and they're turning profits and they're no debt, that's only a good thing. There's nothing that can happen bad from that. And the fact that the shorts are still out there, the fact that there's still so many naked shorts on the market is only going to continue to drive that price up. It's only going to continue to make the squeeze happen faster, and I think probably more violently. Guys, we got this. I know that we got this.
All right, y'all. So that was the homie Ryan Hodges talking about why he is yes for all three: the conversion, the reverse split, and the issuing of more shares. I got a question from Cold Hearted. A couple of questions. He asked, "Can Ape squeeze past $10?" I believe so. I think Ape can squeeze past $10. And then he asked, "What price will you sell Ape at?" Now, I don't know quite yet, especially if AMC gets converted back into Ape. Now, there's so many dynamics here, because if AMC gets converted to Ape, or Ape gets converted back to AMC rather, you're going to now have, if you have 1,000 shares, you're going to have 2,000 shares, right? Now the float increases. Now the reverse split is like to take that increased float and shrink it lower than we have with $500 million. It would be like, 500 million shares. It would be like 150 million shares. And when there's a low float, the stock is more volatile. It's going to attract more people. And then what that's going to do is provide a clearer supply and demand, because now you have a smaller float. We can't account for all the billions of shares out there is because we have such a large float. So let me see. So if I buy 1,000 shares of Ape and it converts to AMC, I will own 1,000 shares of AMC. That is correct if it gets converted. Now, if it doesn't, you're just going to have 1,000 shares of Ape, but Ape is supposed to be equal to AMC. So the fact that AMC is at $4 and Ape is at like, what is it, $2 or going on $2? Let's see what Ape is trading at right now. Like if AMC is $4, right, Ape is supposed to be somewhere like half of that, because they're supposed to be equal. The fact that they're trading at such a discrepancy is something that I believe Aron didn't prepare for. So it's trading at $1.82. It is up 5.20. Now, it also depends on how you want to play this play, right? And I can't be the one to tell you how to play this play, but some people are looking to get into Ape and swing trade the shit out of that thing, like, just scalp it. Some people are looking to and some people got in at like 60 cents and rode this up and made double their money if they sold, right? If they sold, they would have bought at 60 cents and doubled their money by now and like got it there. So imagine if you threw 5 grand at 60 cents, you'll be up over 10 grand right now, and then you'll scalp it, right? But there are some people who are holding because they believe that this stock is heavily manipulated and is going to go to the moon. So Cold-Hearted, where did you, what was your entry into Ape? Were you an AMC shareholder, or are you just entering Ape, or you entering this play? Did you like buy a crap ton, like 1,000 shares, and then writing it to $10 to get you like 10 grand or something? That would be a great play. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you, but some people have different perspectives, and that's the thrill of that's the thrill of all of this, right? Is the different perspectives that people have. Some people think like, yo, I don't care about this Moass or this squeeze. So he entered. All right, so you're probably down now, right? And then you're looking to ride that 2,100 shares to $10. If that's correct, that's a great swing trade. You know what I'm saying? But some people, it's a different mindset. It's a different movement. So you are like, I would say like a swing trader, momentum trader. And with the news that is coming up right now, it's a great position to be in with the news that's just being released. Now, there are contingencies, and Aron is trying to make the case, right? So short sellers and hedge funds, they use mainstream media to paint a narrative, right? So I like to equate this into some sort of storytelling, or like I like to equate it to like a court case, right? You know what I'm saying? So now the people, right? We are the people who, when we commit crimes, we have what you call it? We have public defenders, and the hedge funds, they get the shot callers, right? They get to pay, they get to buy attorneys and buy the jury and all that stuff, right? So in the courts, or in this narrative, hedge funds are saying AMC is a dying business, and they're presenting the case through mainstream media with the FUD articles and everything, why AMC is such a bad play, or bad, and why they're shorting it. Now, we as retail investors, we were playing a different game. We were playing the same game as the hedge funds, because in the background, the hedge funds is like, I don't care. Like, this business is about to go. If it's not going to go in the next few years, let's make it go within the next year. So we played that game, and we trapped them here. And now it's been like a cold war. It's been a cold, silent war. We're just sitting in the back, negotiating, trying to come up. We have YouTube channels coming up every day. There's different, and yo, the same way that we are eating and attacking each other about like these different theories and stuff. Oh, so my man made four birds, right? He made $4,000 off AMC scalping and dumped it all into Ape. Yo, that might been a smart move, especially if AMC Ape get converted back into AMC. It means that you just bought it at a deep discount, and then now you're gonna be sitting pretty good. Now, I don't know if it's a long term, because this play is a long play, right? This play has been going on for almost 3 years now. So I don't know if you're looking for a long term, or you're looking for like a quick other hit. If it hits to 10,000, I'm going to hop on some other meme play. So I don't know how you're playing it, but you seem to have that right mindset. At the end of the day, it's get money. All right, we trying to get money out here. We trying to be wealthy out here. We ain't looking to get into no emotions. All right, you play like at the end of the day, everyone is the CEO of their own portfolios, right? And if you're looking, um, so he's holding this till January 10th with his 22nd birthday. Young at it too. He's 22. My brothers, I got a 24-year-old brother. I have a 22-year-old brother. And I would say other one is like 19, 18. They need to be paying attention. All right, my man is 21 making these big plays. Like, yo, yo, you 21 making these big plays, B. You got it. You got the juice. You going if you're not a millionaire by now, if you're not a millionaire already, I give you like if you the course that you're on right now, you're probably going to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire by 25, 28. Like you already got the bug, you got the juice. Like you got the right mindset, the right perspective. Like this is all just battles of the kingdoms, right? We all trying to build our kingdoms, build our war chest, right? To go to battle for our own ideologies. You know what I'm saying? So everybody out there, like, yo, band together, go to war, take that enemy castle, and then when you're done, pack it up, move on to the next, and just keep on conquering. You know what I'm saying? Build your own kingdom out here. You're the CEO of your own portfolio. So do what is best for your strategy. If you're looking to get 10 million up, like do what's in your best interest that's going to get you to that $10 million mark. Like that's my goal, get to that $10 million mark. And I got to do what I got to do. So I'm making strategies and it's not feelings. It's like, yo, my kids got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to keep my name alive. Like if I ain't got no money to leave them, how they going to keep my name alive, right? You notice that those wealthy families, the reason why they donate and have billions of dollars in endowments to these universities so that they can have their name on the building or name in the library is to keep their name alive, man. To keep their name alive. And your name is not going to live past your contribution. So if you contribute a lot, you provide value, you like pump life into the economy, provide jobs, opportunities, voices to people, they gonna sing your praises, man. They gonna sing your praises. That's some biblical ish right there. That's some biblical ish right there, man. Let's see. Yes, sir. Moved about $20,000 in 2 months. Bought a whip, down payment on the apartment, and some more. I don't care to be mad rich. I just care to live life and have no worries. Yo, you got that right mindset, my G. You got that right mindset. That's right, dog. Like you on the right track. So my advice to you is to pay off whatever debt that you got. Cash up. All right. Pay off whatever debt that you got. Cash up and keep investing. Invest in assets. Invest in assets that's going to pay you in passive income, whether it be in real estate, dividend paying stocks. And of course, you know, passive investments, they have their pitfalls too. Like real estate have its pitfalls, but that's where your research come. You have the right mindset, so you'll do the due diligence. And yeah, just cash up. Don't be going out here buying these flashy things that's just going to, you know what I mean, eat away at you. Chasing the clout. I was a clout chaser too, man. I was a clout chaser, but now I am glad that, you know, these locks right here blessed me with some wisdom where I could bestow upon the people. You know what I'm saying? This is 7 years of wisdom growing through my scalp. You know what I'm saying? So trust and believe. Like, I was a big clout chaser, and I got awoken, and I'm just seeing like, like, yo, this is the way. You know what I'm saying? This is the way. You gotta, one, get out of debt. Like, the economy runs on debt, right? And it's constantly people paying other people, to pay the banks and keep the money circulating, right? And if you have enough money out there that's going to be working for you, right? Or assets out there that's going to be working for you, whether it's your house or your real estate, the way it's working for you is providing shelter for someone else. And the way that they live in that shelter is to go into work every day to pay you rent. In turn, you pay your mortgage, or you pay it back into whatever other bills that you have that you throw it at. It's just all cyclical. Now, where you get in trouble is when your output, right, overtakes your input, right? So it's like when all the money is going out, right, bills, but then no money is coming in. So now you are going to be in debt, right? And that debt increases. And you're going to be doing things that you don't want to do, aka slave for small wages, and you're not going to be able to dig yourself out of that, right? So just Ape is a discount. Ape is a discount. I was able to just, like, I was driving Uber. I don't need, theoretically, I don't need to drive Uber, but I drove Uber so that I can have some money to throw into Ape, right? So I would make, like, back when Ape was trading at like 60 cents, right? I would make like $150 driving on a Friday night, close to either 200. What I'd do is, market opens on Monday, transfer, because you get paid on Monday. So you get paid on 4 a.m. on Monday, right? And then that 4 a.m., once the market opens at 6:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m., because I'm in Phoenix time, Mountain time, right? I would just go and transfer that into my brokerage, pick up like 300 shares of Ape, just keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? And then go about my day. And I see a lot of people, and this is why I kind of named this live stream the Great Margin Call, because I've said this so many times. Like, there's going to be casualties in this play, and it's going to be people having to margin call themselves. Like, they put their whole life savings into AMC or Ape, and they're in survival mode because now bills are piling up, credit card interest rates gone high, mortgage interest rates gone high, grocery going high, and all your money, all your savings is in this play. And this play is moving at a snail's pace, right? And now, you got an unsuspecting bill that just came in the mail. Maybe a hospital bill, maybe a car accident, whatever, maybe a leaky roof, and you have no savings. You can't go out and get a loan because the interest rates on the loans are so high, right? So what do? You're like, oh man, margin call. You're going to have to sell some of your shares at a discount, at a loss. So now you can come and pay and take care of this bill, right? So, but if I don't touch my savings, I go out and I offer value. I drive Uber. I do personal training. I do web and social media development, and I run, producing different shows. All of these things is like giving me a great enough nest egg so that, like, yo, I'm ready to load up without hurting myself or anything, without having to margin call myself, have savings that's, that's healthy, have a portfolio that I'm just sitting on. I don't need to just ride this wave. Like we're riding one of those storms where it's going to be some violent swings. And it's like, what side of the swing are you? Are you going to get crushed by it, or are you going to be launching to the moon? Like, it is as simple. I know it's not that simple. I just say that because when I say simple is like one of those trigger words, and I'm like, oh, okay, it is simple, but I know that it's not that quite not that simple yet. So if you are in a position where you have to margin call yourself, where you have to sell some of your position to pay an emergency bill, get an emergency car repair, like fix your leaky roof, buy a car to get to work, to this new job, or to pay your mortgage because you're out of work, whatever the case is, you have to go and work, man. Like, you got to produce. Like, the reason why I believe that there's a recession coming is because there's a lot of supply, right? There's a lot of supply out there, and then there's not a lot of money to, buy it, or vice versa. But there's a reason why we're going through it, and it's for people like really not going into work. The money has stopped flowing. The money got to constantly circulate, and it's not circulating. Man, what is a realistic price target for Ape in your opinion if we squeeze? So, I'm coming from the mindset of someone who invested in AMC and got Ape through dividends, right? So I bought about 1,500 shares of AMC like back I would say 2021. Over time, accumulated 1,500. And then AMC released Ape, and I was able to get 1,500 of Ape with like just for being a shareholder, right? So like I seen Ape go from like $9 all the way down to like 30 cents or whatever that case was. But it didn't affect me because Ape was free. Right? And when it got that low, I'm like, this free thing that I got, I might as well add on to it. So if I was to swing trade it, that $10 mark is gold, because look at what you got into. But I'm not playing Ape for a swing trade. I'm playing Ape for a squeeze, right? So like Ape is going to have to either go to the 4 digits. And I know it's going to be irresponsible of me saying this because you seem like one of those investors still learning the game just like I am and still doing the research and stuff. But I think it's going to be like, because it has to go equal to AMC, right? And the fact that there is such a large float, if it does occur that way. And there's a lot of AMC shareholders. This is me going like doing the math real time. There's a lot of AMC shareholders that sold Ape immediately upon release. They got this free thing. They needed cash, so they sold it into the market, right? So like, let's say I had 1,500 shares of Ape, and it sold for, I sold it at $7. Let's see that. 15 times. So that's like 10 grand, right? So let's say you have 1,500 of Ape that you got for free and you sold it into the market. You just got $10,000, right? Theoretically, for free, right? That's your cash because you sold it into the market. Now, AMC was trading at, I think, $12 or something like that, right? It was like trading at $12 at that time. So you sold yours into the market. Now the value of it dropped significantly. Now you can get those same 1,500 shares for like 66 cents, and then just pocket the cash and then ride the wave again, that would have been a great swing trade like that, but we didn't know. So hindsight 2020. But realistically, I think it could go 4 or 5 figures. If it does get combined and then reverse split, I think 5-6 figures, man. Because of the value just gets about the same. So if it's like you're selling 1,000 shares at $1,000, you would have wanted $1 million, right? And if you have now 100 shares and you sell at $10,000, that's still going to be that million, right? So it's like, what sort of game you want to play? But it's all speculative right now. It is just too soon to call. So we ain't gonna be playing those games, because you got those bots coming for everyone that talks about AMC in a positive light. They come and try to shut you down. I've seen some vicious attacks to my fellow retail investors out there, and that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool, B. It is wild, man. It is wild. But hey, if you out there, there's a big debate happening. If you are a retail investor, if you invested in APE, if you invested in AMC, what are your thoughts? Like, how are you playing this? Are you playing it in a swing trade? Are you looking to run it up? Are you looking for the squeeze play? Are you looking for like the conversion? Like, what are your thoughts? Like me, I sort of love this theater that we're going through right now. We are going through some real life financial theater, and it's going to make for some really great documentaries. Now, whenever there was documentaries that came out, and I see other reporters reporting on that documentary, I always wonder, like, were they living through that moment in real time? Like, were you like listening and reading the articles, doing the research? Were you doing all of that prior to the documentary? And this is what we're doing here on this channel. This is what I see a lot of other channels doing. They're documenting the day-to-days, the news that's coming out. There's this there's this Sam Bankman-Fried sort of advice by this other dude who like he was like the insulin guy. He was a very shady dude, okay? Very shady guy. And he looks shady too. He still looks shady. But we're going to let his advice, we're going to play his advice, get a reaction to his advice right now. And yeah, let me put it up on the screen, man. This shit is funny.
Going to be somebody that fits into prison. My advice for him includes shaving his head. My advice for him includes deepening his voice. Sam is going to have a lot of issues because he's a bit of an effeminate guy, and his sort of demeanor, some people say autistic sort of sense or sensibility, is not something that goes over well in prison. He also doesn't know anything about the streets and sort of criminal culture, which my advice to him is to pick those things up as quickly as he can. He should be listening to as much rap music as possible. He should be trying to learn everything there is to know about gangs, about the tough neighborhoods in every major city. This sounds funny, but this could save your life. Actually,
that is funny as hell, man. Like, this dude is telling SBF how to survive prison. That is some funny-ish, B. Yo, SBF, man, like, you wild boy, B. You're a wild boy. Let's play some little bit of tunes in the background. I got some emails I got to write too. We're going to play some chill stuff. And let's talk about it. let's talk a little bit for real, for real.
I want confirmation, baby. I'm insecure and I'm crazy when we together in person. It's picture perfect, but lately I find it harder to feel you. Find it harder to get near you through my phone screen. The disconnect is making me fear you. Can you tell that it's different? That it's something missing. Even when we're kissing, it feels like you're distant. I'm sick and tired of asking you to listen. It takes two to tango. Are you willing to fix this? Cause I'm down if you're down. 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 Baby, are you down for real? I get worried when I'm not with you. Go and tell me how you feel. Is it reciprocated when I miss you? Baby, are you down for real? Or is it just talk? I can't tell. Say you love me, but you shut me out. Can't help but wonder if there's someone else. I've been waiting on you, banking on you, baby. Hating that you thinking that I'm changing. Fuck all of the games that you've been playing. Fuck all those facades that you displaying. You hit me up when you down bad. Otherwise you don't doubt back. Got me thinking I should doubt back. You better not leave me on. I done been there first, and I've been on the other side. Guess I get what I deserve, yeah. Cause I'm down if you're down. 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 Baby, are you down for real? I get worried when I'm not with you. Go and tell me how you feel. Is it reciprocated when I miss you? Baby, are you down for real? Or is it just talk? I can't tell. Say you love me, but you shut me out. Can't help but wonder if there's someone else.
Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep this up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep it up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. Speed up till they can't see us. Gotta roll tree up till my lungs heat up. Gotta be up cause I can't sleep up. Doing 80 something but it ain't enough. Never told a lie to you, shawty, kept it straight. Look me in the eyes, can't you say it to my face? It ain't feeling right, girl, the way you walked away. And it hurts me. City to city, been trying to find someone new. And it ain't looking pretty, but I don't know what to do. I'm working late every night, I just need something to do. Girl, I can be by myself, cause all I'm seeing is you. Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep this up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep it up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. We doing this right, we just had some bad luck. That's the shit we used to say, now it's all fucked up. And it always feel great when we heading to the top. Then we go and put the blame on each other for the loss. What we said ought to be, ain't nowhere to be seen. And maybe it's just better if we keep that as a dream. Still we know it could have been, but I guess it's time I let you go now. Yeah, it was you. I thought you were the one, and it's true. But look how we become. Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep this up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. Nah, my baby, we don't move like that. And if we keep it up, then we bound to crash. And it's hard to think what we could have had if we didn't do shit the wrong way. Hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big rash. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I wanna, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They tested me to a challenge, and that didn't show up. Where they at though? Pop out at your party, and I got the sticks tucked. You just walked out on your skateboard looking like a dumb fuck. Mama told me get a bag, and I said run it up. With the naughty and the jack, but I need a bench truck. I need real cheese, big ass peso. Don't fuck with me, or this fucking bankroll. Got a 4.0 GPA on the road. Beating up and down the freeway, didn't pay a single toll. If you fuck with my money moves, I'll make it rest relevant. I'll make all of these niggas mad. They might scream and cry and vent. I might stack up 100 racks and buy me an elephant. I might send you another fact. Could you tell me if it's sent? Hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big rash. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I wanna, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They tested me to a challenge, and that didn't show up. Didn't show up, I'm knocking at your door, right? Taking meds till I pass out on the floor, right? If I need to step up, I say goodnight. Written on the ground in chalk, all that off-white. Put you right up on a shirt. I'll be damned if I never put in work. You a broke ass bitch, your pockets hurt. And I carry an Uzi, no vert, chillin' in a jacuzzi. My way, 90 on the dash, driving down the highway. Only care about the cash, what the fuck can I say? I've been waiting for the blow up, call me Pompeii. Hey, hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big rash. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I wanna, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They tested me to a challenge, and that didn't show up.
She look killed this shit.
Dollar in my pocket, getting paid with minty with some money on the way. Oh shit, left the Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day. Dollar in my pocket, getting paid with minty with some honey on the way. Oh shit, left the Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day. Please make sure you don't give me none of my hoodies back. Don't just remind me of you and I can handle that. But I'll be okay, I know that this is just a process. Yeah, and I'm making progress. Fuck it, I'm back and bustin'. They hit me on my celly, I hang up, there's no discussion. And be had, no repercussions, I can't concern myself with the past. I'm swerving, ducking, shade that they're throwing. I know you mad, you heard it. Deep inside, I know you wish you had somebody to love or somebody to keep you around. My head's in the stratosphere, but my soul's are on the ground. I'm bumping BSB in the whip and it's turning loud. Dollar in my pocket, getting paid well. Minty with some honey on the way. Oh shit, left a Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day. Dollar in my pocket, getting paid well. Minty with some honey on the way. Oh shit, left a Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day. Get a bag, then hit me back. Maybe I'll be more invested, otherwise you talking jack. On the come up, but I know I've got some things you wish you had. Cause I'm quite content that I'm not your friend. Me no disrespect, all this time I lent. What you doing with it? I've been making waves and loving family, no I proved I did it. I was down 3-1, then I blocked your shit, so you gon' know I'm winning. Hit me up at dust for what you need, so I'ma know I'm hitting. Ay, that's my shit, yeah, I came in with the gang. I think I might have a split. I know VF in the back, plotting, scheming for the shift. That boy might just got that touch, so you know we gon' never split. Dollar in my pocket, getting paid well. Minty with some honey on the way. Oh shit, left a Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day. Dollar in my pocket, getting paid well. Minty with some honey on the way. Oh shit, left a Ziggy on my tray, yes sir. Oh my, what a way to start the day.
get hard sometimes around here. Baby, when I think about having you near, it get hard sometimes around here. But still I never keep you close. I know it ain't easy for you, babe. Just know it ain't easy for me either. I know things will never be the same. Still I think it's best for us, yeah. Could've gave you everything, but you lost me. Baby, please don't call me up, there's no need. Ay, there's no need, yeah, yeah, yeah. Could've gave you everything, but you lost me. Baby, please don't come around, there's no need. Ay, said there's no need. She gon' hit me up again. Baby, you just gotta understand. Never should've listened to your friends. Who the hell is they, don't make a mess. There's no need for conversation, baby, no need to say the things that you'll be saying. There's no need for contemplation, baby girl, we both figured it out good and well. I still overthink, think. Can't get you out of my mind. I tend to overdrink, drink. It gets to me when the sun goes down. Could've gave you everything, but you lost me. Baby, please don't call me up, there's no need. Ay, there's no need, yeah, yeah, yeah. Could've gave you everything, but you lost me. Baby, please don't come around, there's no need. Ay, said there's no need.
Mama told me watch the snake, say what can I say? I'm on the highway swerving like this shit was GTA. In a 911, this shit fast, so please get out my way. Cause I've been thinking for a minute, how long will it take? For me and you, cause girl, I know we on a different page. I think I'm Zion cause I'm ballin' like the NBA. Hey, Port of Spain, it's perfect type of getaway. And while I got you here, oh baby, let me say, I've been thinking about you on my Friday nights. Without you, I just cannot get nothing right. I go to sleep and I can't get you off of my mind.
Yo. All right, is anyone out there? So just got a quick little snack in. Hope you guys appreciate the tunes, courtesy of Spotify, royalty-free hip-hop. Shout out to those creators. Hopefully this is a way that they can monetize their music by getting it out to as much people as they possibly can. And I'm just hearing some nice tunes on this playlist, so we might be hearing some more of this on these streams. So yeah, Ape Radio. Remember guys, this is a long battle, and it is more of a testament to your belief system on whether you hold this stock. You know what I'm saying? This stock is like this stock's been in my life for almost 3 years now. You know what I mean? Like, I forget how long I'm holding. It don't matter. It don't matter because it's just one of those steps. One of those steps. So don't fall for these distractions. Like, get yourself into a hobby that's going like excite you. Like this right here, this broadcast, sort of like a hobby of mine. I like doing the different, like playing with the different things, like whether it's the lighting in this room or the different logos for this show, the different sort of visuals that come along with it. I love doing those type of things. I love creating films. I love creating like content. Like content is what I love to do. And I haven't been able to monetize my creations directly, but for those projects that I've been a part of that's been blowing up, I truly am grateful for those opportunities, man. It's something that I'm going to continue to do, leave these different streams of consciousness out here, push it into the ether for guys like Cold Hearted to come and have a conversation, guys like my brothers, my cousins, my friends to have, and cherish for years and years to come. Like, having a conversation with me is basically the best thing that you could possibly do. Anyway, man, there's a lot of getting money activities that I need to get into today. So we're about to wrap this stream up shortly. MMAs, right? Money making activities and IPAs. So I want to leave with these two notes. So MMAs, money making activities, is any activity that generate an income. So I mentioned Uber. I'm actually going to put my Uber link in the description. Maybe this video, maybe the next, but I'm going to put my Uber link. I got to do like one of their video courses. It's like 7 minutes, but I guess it's like developing the drivers into better Uber drivers. But if you know how to drive, and you have a car that's like 2006 and above, get to work. You know what I'm saying? At least the best thing that you could possibly do is just download the Uber driver app and at least go through the steps, because that's basically the hardest thing that I did. And it wasn't hard. It was just annoying because, I guess it's like new. The process probably going to get easier over time, but the best thing that you could do is download one of these gig economy apps, whether it's DoorDash as one of the drivers, Uber Eats, Uber Driver. Just download it, go through all the steps, dot all your I's, cross your T's, so that at any given day, you had enough being a broke ass and you're sitting at home watching Netflix and you're like, damn, what I could be doing right now? You could be driving Uber and making some good coin. There's always going to be somebody flying into your city that needs a lift to and from the airport. There's always going to be some office party that's going on in the city that needs you to pick up their catering and bring it to the conference room. There's always going to be something that you could do to drive Uber, right? And there's different things that you could do, getting involved, see where people are spending the most money in your community and get after that. No excuses, man. Get to the bag. That's money making activities. Get into the bag, getting money. What I'm doing right now, although I do have my Cash App right here, this could constitute as money making activity if somebody scanned this QR code, if it's playing in sort of like a my dream is for this show to be in a barbershop, right? To be in a barbershop in one of those big screen TVs, and somebody who's going to do their hair, you know what I'm saying, listening to this broadcast, just going yo, C's is dropping some gems, so let me bless him real quick. Do the scan the QR code, bless me with a 5-ball or something, you know what I mean, buy me coffee. That could be constituting as money making activity, only if that occurs. If it doesn't, it's just me wasting my time, and it's a hobby. Not wasting my time. This is me just getting my consciousness out there, letting the people know my thoughts, my ideas. So yeah, you could do that. Money making activities. Now, IPAs, income producing assets. You're going to hear a lot of this, right? Income producing assets, just assets that pays you, right? You buy an asset and it pays you without you doing any sort of job for it. So dividend paying stocks, you buy a position and you just keep, growing that position. It'll pay you quarterly or every month or annually, right? There's different ways that based on what you're investing in. There's real estate. Again, You buy a house, you get a property manager, they collect your rent, they pay your taxes, and they just give you the residuals, right? That's left over, right? That's an IPA. A course, if you're building a course teaching people how to grow in this gig economy or digital economy, you put it on a platform like Gumroad. We're going to talk about Gumroad and their change of policy, but that's an example. Not going to front. They came through when I needed them the most, so I ain't even going to say nothing. We're going to see, you know what I'm saying? But you can put your course out there, market it, and as people purchase it, get some value from it, it'll, again, IPA, right? So those are different examples of IPAs. We're going to get into those a little deeper, but these are the things that you should be focusing on, and your due diligence in regards to your place. If you start focusing on IPAs like, yo, how can I acquire as much as possible? Like, you'll be coming up with different ideas. You'll have people like me popping into your life. You'll have people like Introvert Rockstar, Gerald Peters, Chris Johnson, Wealth Squad, Nappy University. What's the other one? Flipping Bricks University. All gonna be prestigious institution. Earn Your Leisure. Let me shout them out too. Let me also shout out CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla out here. You know what I'm saying? I wish a CoffeeZilla existed back around when Herbalife popped up. Could have saved me, you know what I'm saying? I would say it was more of a lesson than anything. But shout out to CoffeeZilla. Shout out to Pocket Watching with JT, Anton Daniels, Fresh and Fit, Beast Mode Jones. Who else? One more, I forgot his name. Anaka Power. Shout out to Anaka Power. Shout out to Red Bull. Charlie Coker. Shout out to all of them, man. Happy New Year's to everyone. Again, gotta get back to work. MMAs to buy IPAs. You know the deal. So shout out to you again, Cold Hearted, for the conversation. And may God bless your journey, man. You're on the right course. If my brothers are watching this broadcast, yo, you see what homie doing, and he's on that right track. He's about to be a millionaire real soon, real fast. Anyway, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everyone that stopped by. Like it on the way in, like it on the way out. Don't forget to drink money. Don't forget to drink water, get money, and mind your business. Peace out. Till the next one.